My beloved children, I do not come before you today with the lightness of casual speech or the cleverness of opinion. I come with trembling lips and a heart weighed down by a burden that has followed me into the stillness of night and the silence of prayer. I have waited, I have watched, and I can no longer remain silent. What I carry is not the invention of man's thoughts. It is not the noise of politics or the chatter of news. It is the echo of heaven, the word of the Lord that presses against my bones until it must be spoken. There are moments in history when a watchman is called to sound the trumpet, not because it pleases the crowd, but because danger approaches. A watchman who sees the storm forming and fails to cry out becomes guilty of the blood of those who perish. I am that watchman tonight. And the storm I see is not just of nations rising against nations or leaders wrestling for power. It is a storm that shakes the soul of America itself. Children, hear me. This message is not political. I do not come to exalt or to condemn a man. I do not speak for party or platform. I speak because heaven has spoken. The revelation I carry did not rise from debate halls or campaign trails. It was born in the quiet, where God alone whispers, and the whisper has become a roar in my spirit. America stands at the edge of her last warning. A name has been placed at the center of this moment, a name that divides families, ignites arguments, and shakes entire nations. Donald Trump. Before you rush to defend him or curse him, set aside the reflex of your flesh. For what I will say is not about your loyalty to him, nor your hatred of him. It is about what God has chosen to reveal through him. Hear me carefully. He is not your Savior. He is your mirror. Through this one man, heaven has pulled back the veil to expose the hidden condition of a nation. His rise and his fall are not accidents. They are instruments. Like a lens held up to the light, Trump reveals what lies in the hearts of the people: division, idolatry, fear, pride, hope misplaced in flesh. God has allowed him to stand, not to rescue America, but to expose her. And in this exposure, each of you must decide whom you will serve. Do not be deceived. This is not about the throne of Washington. It is about the throne of your heart. The crisis before you is not who will govern a country, but who will govern your soul. If you think this is entertainment, you are already asleep. If you treat these words as another broadcast to consume and forget, you will miss the warning carved into them by the hand of God. This is not theater. It is trumpet blast. It is alarm in the night. It is mercy still extended, though the hour is late. I stand before you not to win applause or agreement. I stand because the fire of the Lord has pressed me to speak. America is trembling on the threshold of decision, and her choice will not only shape her future, it will ripple into generations yet unborn. The fate of sons and daughters, the destiny of churches, the witness of faith itself hangs in the balance. What I reveal in the hours ahead is heavy. It will pierce. It will disturb. But it is truth, and truth cannot be silenced. This is the burden of the watchman, to declare what he sees, even when the people would rather sleep. My children, stay awake, do not drift. For what you are about to hear is not the cry of man, it is the last warning of heaven. When the vision came to me, I saw a man standing at a crossroads. His name was Donald Trump. He did not stand as a conqueror with banners behind him, nor as a broken man cast aside. He stood trembling, though not from fear, but from the unbearable weight of what had been placed upon his shoulders. Before him stretched two paths. One was narrow, lit by a faint but steady glow, leading upward into righteousness. The other was broad, cloaked in shadows, enticing with pride and power, yet sinking into ruin. He stood there in silence, caught between them, carrying more than one man was ever meant to bear, and yet heaven allowed it. Children, do you see? This was not about his destiny alone. It was about a nation's reflection. Trump was not raised up because he was flawless or divine. He was raised up as a mirror, so that through him the heart of America might be revealed. What you love, what you fear, what you trust, it all surfaces in how you see this man. To some, he is a savior. To others, a scourge. To God, he is a tool, a lens, a mirror. Through him, heaven is asking, what lives inside your heart? In that vision, I looked beyond the crossroads and saw America herself. She appeared as a mighty tree, once towering in strength, planted by rivers of blessing, its branches spread wide to shelter many. Generations had found shade beneath its leaves. Nations had tasted of its fruit. But as I looked closer, sorrow filled my spirit. The branches were cracking, leaves hung dry and brittle, roots poisoned by rebellion and pride. The cries of the people reached up for revival, but their prayers were drowned in the noise of idols, greed, lust, power, and arrogance. What once was planted in humility had withered in self-exaltation, and then the storm came. But it was not the gentle rain that revives the earth. It was the violent tempest that shakes foundations and exposes what lies beneath the soil. Trump in this vision was not rain to heal the land, but storm to uncover its hidden sickness. His rise tore away the disguise, the corruption, the division, the apathy. They could no longer stay buried. The storm revealed them all. Children, storms do not heal, but storms awaken. They do not restore roots, but they shake what is dead so that truth may be seen. I saw people gathered around the tree that was America. Some shouted blessings upon it, others hurled curses. Some clung desperately to its branches, believing their safety was in its height, while others hacked away in anger, determined to see it fall. In the chaos of their voices, another sound broke through the voice of the Lord. This man is not your deliverer, he is your mirror. Through him I show you yourselves. Do not mistake the tool for the hand that wields it. Do not worship the storm. Read the signs it reveals. Children, hear this. The danger is not in Trump's name. The danger is in your response to what he reveals. Some of you have lifted him higher than Christ, as though salvation could come from a mortal throne. Others have despised him with such hatred that you can no longer see your neighbor as your brother. Both are idolatry, both are blindness, and both are exactly what the storm was sent to expose. Then the vision deepened. I saw the tree shaking harder, roots splitting beneath the surface. The soil itself was infested worms of corruption, serpents of division, termites of pride eating at the core. And the Spirit said, "Do you see why the storm was allowed? The sickness was hidden. Now it cannot be ignored." America's pride had become her poison, and heaven in mercy sent the storm to strip her illusions bare. And yet, in the midst of shaking, I noticed something strange. Beneath the dying roots, new shoots of green were beginning to break through. They were small, fragile, unseen by most, but they were there. And the Spirit